Thank you all for joining us here today. We appreciate you coming out this afternoon. Let me introduce the Chancellor of Arkansas State University, Kelly Danfus.
Thank you very much. Hey, well, thank you very much. That's very nice. Thank you all for joining us here today. It's a very exciting moment. I know for some of you who are students and faculty and staff who've already been in the new cafeteria, this is kind of old hat. But for the rest of you, I see several alumni here who may not have been back to the CAF or the union for quite a while. It'll be an exciting moment for you to actually be able to walk through our new building, our new space here in the building. You know, this really is a partnership between Arkansas State University and our friends at Sodexo. We have worked very closely with them for the past several years, and students, you know, they have an opportunity to have a voice in this conversation as well. We actually have a culinary club where students can come and talk with Sodexo about issues they would like. And one of the recurring themes that popped up was that the cafeteria felt just a little old. And so about a year ago, we started talking with Sodexo, and they had in their contract an agreement with us to periodically every year add on and make renovations and do things to the cafeteria over time. And we asked them, and they were so gracious to agree to doing this, to actually just combine all that renovation into one-time space. And so they spent this past summer, we actually had a tent out there in the courtyard where we had our temporary cafeteria in the tent out on the lawn earlier on this summer. Spent the whole summer renovating this space. And I will say that we worked very closely with students on this. In fact, we had 3 design features that we were looking at. And I actually picked one that I liked, and then the students picked one that they liked, and the students won. So you guys, if you don't like it, blame the students because they picked the design. But it actually turned out so great. And I want to really, this is an opportunity to thank Sodexo for being great partners. None of this was done using state allocated funds or any tuition dollars or fees were used to do this. So we're very excited about this. It's a $3.6 million renovation done in the space of about 2.5 months, very quickly done. And so we're very excited about that. Our faculty, staff, and students use this building. I actually eat lunch here as often as I can. It's a pretty good deal for us. And I have to say, the food has become, if it's at all possible, the food has even gotten better than before. And so, but this renovation was really the result of conversations I had with students over the past couple years, and this really was done for the students. And so I would like to ask a couple of students to come speak on behalf of the student body. Erica Tuck first, who is our Student Government Association Student Body President. Erica, come up here. Erica, were you part of the group that she helped select the design themes, and so she's one of my favorite students here. She does a great job representing our students, and I thought it'd be a great time for her to share with you what the new CAF looks like for her. So Erica.
Yes, we got to choose, and we chose the varsity because we thought it would be more timeless. And so I really want to thank the Chancellor and Sodexo for letting the students have such a big voice on how the new dining hall would look. And I personally love it. I think it's very aesthetic, and I don't know if they changed the recipes, but the food tastes way better to me. And it might be the environment in there because I love spending hours in there. And then I was eating with some friends last week, and like one of my friends was like, "Ooh, I feel so rich in here." So I'm definitely all about this dining hall. I think it's very fun to sit in and just hang out with friends for hours, which is something I like to do a lot. And well, I guess next is Sarah, and she can talk to you all about the food.
Let me introduce Sarah Saceda. She is actually a member of the culinary student group, and she gets to help pick the menu, right? That's the job?
Not so much.
Not so much. Go ahead, Sarah.
Yeah, hi, my name's Sarah, and I'm part of the Student Culinary Council, and so we did pick this design, and so far I think a lot of students love it, as Erica said, but also I spent my undergraduate degree studying nutrition, and so a lot of the recipes here, they're pretty nutritious, and we've got a few more stations, and so we got like an expanded vegetarian station and an allergy-free station now, and I know a lot of students who came to me with concerns regarding what they were eating and things like that. They wanted to make sure it'd be allergy free. And so I think that'll help a lot of students stay here on campus and want to spend their lunches here in the caf. And so I'm really excited for that. Also, I work with Sodexo closely for more sustainable efforts, and so they've helped a lot with more sustainability on campus, and so I'd like to just thank Sodexo for that, and I'm looking forward to see what we got coming this year.
So we're really excited. One of the great things about the new construction is that we have an allergy-free part of the cafeteria. And they are so dedicated to make sure that there are no allergens that get in there. They have separate cleaning supplies and separate eating utensils, and our students will be, and faculty and staff who care about. I have no food allergies at all, but those who need that really will appreciate that, I'm sure. Students also wanted to have a to-go area, and talk about sustainability. To-go areas can actually create a lot of trash if you're not careful. And so Sodexo was able to design a process where students can come in, swipe a meal, get a to-go box. That container is actually reusable. They can bring back that dirty to-go box and get a new to-go box and take a new meal out with that. And so we can reuse that to-go box over and over again. So, we've really paid attention to a lot of things like allergens and food preferences, and also the to-go area. One of the things that I'm really excited about is the Mongolian barbecue station. It's one of my favorite meals. I'm still waiting for the blueberry pancake station to pop up, the Canadian section, but I'm sure that will come at some point. I will recognize that while we're going to cut the ribbon here at the cafeteria, we're also going to celebrate at the same time a new area that's opened up behind us all there. Scarlett's Kitchen. Scarlett's Kitchen will be a pop-up restaurant kind of thing, kind of like a food truck, and that menu will change over the year as tastes and interests change over time as well. And that's called the Flex area, where students can use their Flex points over there. So in addition to the new cafeteria, we also had the new concept over there as well. And so without further ado, before we cut the ribbon, I want to thank a few people who have been instrumental for this to come about. On behalf of HSA, I want to thank our partners at Sodexo, Dan McLean especially. Where's Dan? Dan's been yeoman work there. So I'm so proud of Dan. When I got here, we really wanted to work together to improve the experience for students here, and Dan came not long after that and totally transformed the menu and the experience for our students here. So thank you, Dan, not just for doing this, but for everything you've done in the past year and a half that you've been here. Also, Michael Wonderly from Sodexo. Is Michael over there? You're hiding behind Dr. Fry. And then the district manager, Ann Rankin. I did not see Ann. She's not here, but Ann was a great partner early on. She really bought into this idea of making the renovation here. I'm really thankful for Ann. They listened to our students, they listened to us, and they made something really special for our students and our faculty staff. Come on in, guys. Accelerated concepts with the architect here, and they designed the cafeteria for us. And without them, we wouldn't be able to have what we have today. They couldn't be here today, but I'm really thankful for them and the design that they created for us. The first time I saw the architectural draft of what this looked like, the 3D video that walked through, I said, these guys got it. They understand what we want for our students. And Dan, you're going to have to help me out, 'cause it's not my notes. We actually, we have the same footprint here, but how many seats have we added to the cafeteria? About 180 extra seats without changing the footprint. They just redesigned everything, the more open concept. They've done a really good job. Our general contractors were Clark Contractors and Pettit, and I think we have representatives from Clark here. Dennis Farland from Clark. Dennis, thank you for all your work here. And then Tony Acock from Pettit. Is Tony right there? I will tell you that Dr. Len Fry, who's the chief foreman for the university, came over here about once a day with his hard hat on and was really kind of putting pressure on these guys, because there was no plan B. University was going to open its doors for students in the fall semester, and we needed this place open, and they finished a little ahead of schedule, like 3 hours ahead of schedule, I think, and really remarkable work. So thank you to the contractors. Really appreciate your hard work. Finally, from our university team, I mentioned Len Fry already. It goes without saying that this university is a different place today because of what he did. Len was actually a student here, and he lived in student housing. He actually lived in a mobile home at some point on campus. And he's the quintessential Arkansas State story student who worked his way up, got his degrees here, went off for a while, came back, and is now helping lead the university. And I want to stop for a moment just to thank him for everything he does to make Arkansas State University better. Thank you, Lynn. You know, we're going to talk about this space here. It's great, but he's been in charge of a lot of renovation projects on campus and making sure that residence halls are looking as good as they can, and that's all due to Lynn. Dr. Craig Johnson is over here. David Handwork, who is our lead foreman for the campus as well. Rusty Stroud. I've not seen Rusty. He's shy. Petrie Buford. Where's Petrie's hiding? There's Petrie right over there. And then Bill Hall, which I don't see Bill either. But those guys all played a crucial role in making sure that this was a great space, but also that it screamed Arkansas State when students come in here. There was a time, I think, when the student tours that were coming through here kind of skirted by and said, yeah, we have a cafeteria over here. I imagine now that student tours are starting over here, running through the cafeteria, grabbing an ice cream cone, and then heading out and beginning the rest of their tour. We're so proud of this space. Thank you, Sodexo. Thank you to our contractors. Thank you to our university staff. And now it's time to cut the ribbon. You guys ready? Thank you. The Chamber of Commerce is here, so let's roll.